I'm sorry, guys. We can't start playing the game right now. We are very busy. And by that, I of course mean that Scion, because he's watching on Twitch, has to wait for the stream to start, and I ended last episode in the middle of a cutscene, so I have to wait for them to be able to even see the cutscene, and I'm being considerate. What a loser.
Scarlet Blaze. Severing the Past.
You'd assume a title like Severing the Past would be like, I'm killing Dimitri right now.
After a furious march, Edelgard's army.
You notice how I've been in like properly into Alliance territory once, and I've been properly into Kingdom territory once, and I've been at this fucking bridge like 3 times?
The disturbance in Rim was but a feint to give those who slither in the dark time to capture Mercius, and eventually the capital of Enbar. But Edelgard moves to thwart them.
Have you heard, Duke Ire? Viscount Menya has hastened from afar to join your cause. Our houses, Fenya and Menya, share a distant blood ancestor. And now we stand together again to save the Empire from her plight.
I'm glad that you're a character that has a unique model.
From afar with what? That miserable smattering of soldiers. From what I hear, Menya's heir is a rabid supporter of the Emperor. Are you certain the father is not being foisted on us just to get him out of the picture?
Absolutely not. And besides, all of House Fenya is united behind you.
Man, I'm so glad that they've included all of these deep Fire Emblem 3 Houses lore characters. Really improves the quality of this game. I definitely know who the fuck this person is.
If we appeal to the other lords jointly, I'm certain a multitude of troops will flock to Fort Mercius.
I should hope so. I've no idea why they'd side with that pathetic excuse for an emperor. Only I, Ludwig von Eyre, can restore Adrestia to its former glory.
About those mages, they say they want to, alter the fort's defenses?
Fine, fine. Let them do as they wish. So long as we're outnumbered, we must embrace creative solutions. Edelgard will strike the moment we give any indication we're after the capital. We'll lure her troops inside, then dispose of them all at once. It will be an easy victory.
I always knew you were a brilliant tactician. They will never see it coming. Now, if we might discuss key posts in your future administration.
I can only hope Her Majesty is weak and foolish enough to be so ensnared. It was never my intent to divide the Empire in war. That's not what I wanted.
I'm glad that, fun lore fact, we're in the middle of Heatwave Town. So window open, fan going, and now someone's mowing the lawn outside. Oh, great. I love noise pollution.
If she'd said one word, indicating there might be a place for me, none of this would have been necessary. Enough. I must purge my mind of such thoughts. I must win. I must prevail over her.
You're like not a character, Duke Ire.
And if I cannot,
You've never been a character.
you must be the one to cut me down, Ferdinand.
Also, shut the fuck up.
Edelgard, do you have a moment?
Of course, Ferdinand, but please keep it short.
It is about my father. My pleas for a fair trial cost you time and delayed his sentencing. It also gave the Knights of Seiros an opening to conduct their raid, which provided him ample opportunity to stage an escape.
Know that I do this with a heavy heart and a sweaty body. Oh fuck, my arms don't work properly. Ah shit, give me a sec. Ow. I'm especially weak today.
I am to blame for all that has transpired.
Let me hurry you along to the point, if I may. What are you going to do about it? Or, more likely, what do you want me to do about it?
Put me in the field when we retake Fort Mercius, and permit me to rectify my own mistake. Will you allow me that?
I was wondering when you'd ask. Don't worry, I've already made the arrangements. But you mustn't do anything reckless. You will stick to the battle plan, and that is a direct order.
Ah, Edelgard, you are the very picture of reason. The very epitome of wise stewardship.
Enough. You can gush over me after the battle if you still feel the urge. We've no idea how things will go after all, and you may be in a very different mood.
True. All the same, I am grateful. Thank you.
You can come out, Hubert. I know you're listening.
I came to give you the latest report, Your Majesty, but decided to wait until this other business reached its conclusion.
Then you know what must be done. Make sure he's given protection.
Oh, I will if I find the time. You do keep me quite busy, after all.
You've found a way to take care of them?
I can assure you, those cretins will rue ever setting foot in Her Majesty's fortress.
You know, we don't really get to, like, from this side, we, like, don't ever get to see Hubert doing shady bullshit. Like, I want it to be like, oh no, we're being attacked from the outside. Hubert just walks in and problem solved. Oh, look at that. It's just
they
over.
wanted thick walls, and we will give them the thickest ones a coffin can provide.
Yeah, you don't already see anything. Yeah, good point.
This is our chance to decimate the forces of those who slither in the dark.
Great. Love fighting through my own fucking kingdom. No, you don't understand. They had to give us another battle map on the side of the map to pad out the content. You know what else would pad out the content, you know, better? And kept the game pace pretty good. I wonder if there was some mechanic they could have done to keep the pace of the main story good while still giving us enough missions to do to make the game longer.
I have an idea.
Training points.
So hear me out. I'll do what I can.
Shall we?
Like, absolutely everything I have done in this game has been about getting shit for whatever the fuck the post game is gonna be. The reason I've only used Shez, the reason Shez has the stupid XP ring, the reason I used Ash to get more materials, the reason I used Balthus to get more materials, the reason why I valued weapons, classes, and abilities to get me more materials and gold. Everything I've done has been about a post game. But I just don't care, Scion. You can reach the level cap and do, oh yeah, limit breaker shit.
My instruction comes at a high price. Don't neglect your daily studies.
Well, I'm not capped strength now.
Don't neglect your day. My instruction comes at a high price.
Oh yeah, Leone, you're here too. Leone is we are so late into this game, why am I still getting characters?
Don't neglect your daily studies.
Alright. Edelgard says, we'll see when we get there.
Good news. We've dislodged another foothold. Those who slither in the dark held in Empire territory.
Good news. That's great. So, that soldier was one of theirs after all, huh?
He was. It's uncanny how you managed to identify their agents so precisely. Ordinary spies would be one thing, but these villains are another entirely.
I'd like to say it's just intuition, but there's more to it than that. It's my power. Their magic is almost identical to the one I use, so it's not hard for me to pick up on. I guess we have Hubert to thank for connecting the dots between the two.
How strange that you would hold such an important key. The more I look back, the more I realize, without you among our ranks, I may never have broken the stranglehold those
You know
who
what would have
slither
been
in the
cool
dark
if that was
exerted on the
established?
Empire.
Nah, Reen just senses shit, dude. I like it's in the... Okay, it might have actually been worse in Trails, just because it's brought up, like, barely, maybe twice. Multiple characters can do it. And then when asked, oh, how do you do that? He's like, I don't know. It just happens. It's just like, oh, are you fucking kidding me?
Me? What did I do?
Our hidden foe was deeply entrenched in almost every facet of Adrestian society. The two were almost inseparable, and so I turned a blind eye to the lives that were being lost to their cruel designs, opting instead to focus my energy on preparing for war. But then you came along and helped show me a way to kill two snakes with one stone, as it were. You were the cog that was missing from the turnwheel, the one final push that urged me to act.
But how did we win this war without their help?
Right. Well, I'm not sure I can take credit for that.
Because we're winning demonstrably faster than before.
Really makes me wonder why
And in
you all
fact,
didn't trust
the
me.
war's going worse for us, because yeah, we have Shez, but they have the entirety of Gerald's mercenary corps regularly being hired on the opposing side
I can
at the
see your
beginning of this
point.
war.
It was my mistake. In any case, I'd like you to know just how pleased I am to have
Yeah,
you fight
I was gonna say,
alongside us.
Byleth, and you can't even say, well, like, Shez is here, because not only was, like, Byleth on the other side, but Byleth fucked off on the main line. There should be a deadlock.
You were a perfect stranger who owed nothing.
That's
to
what I'm
the
saying,
Empire.
like,
Yet you're
they're
still
trying to
here.
do the whole, like,
That
oh, pick
means
your house
much.
thing, but I think Shez being a mercenary and having him be hired by all three sides would have been a way better way of telling his story, because that way Shez is trying to hunt down Byleth, but that is also a way of, like, remaining detached and how the war is happening during the deadlock and why he can't find Byleth, you know? So, like, he can't find Byleth for, like, a large chunk of time, so he enters the war to get his skill, starts making friends, and then maybe, like, once the war goes on for a while, then you can pick a side when, like, one side's clearly losing or some shit like that. Like, to, you know, help and mitigate that deadlock. Then, after you've, like, picked a side and, you know, helped with, like, a crucial battle, because you are actually pretty competent with your own mercenary crew, like the whole, like, first half of the game could be building up a crew like Gerald's, so you have, like, a demonstrably strong mercenary crew. Then you can decide which faction you want to actively back, which is when you start getting, like, nobility and, like, general ranks and shit like that, because you've, like, fully joined a faction. And then, oh shit, Byleth comes back at that point, thereabouts too, and they get to pick, or, like, wherever maybe they'd always pick the same faction you're on, so you'd be on their side, and then it would create, like, an internal discourse. Yeah, I know that, but I'm just immediately sending out a cooler idea, because not only would it, because that would not only solve the problem of the narrative disconnect, the fact that this game is supposed to be in deadlock for 5 years, but it simulates part 1 and part 2 3 houses. Part 1 is all houses, part 2 is one house. Part 1, you're jumping from faction to faction, helping whichever fucking one's paying you the most money. Part 2, you've decided which faction you want, and it's no longer about the money.
It wasn't that big a deal. I just needed some gold, and figured if anyone was gonna have the coin to spare, it'd be the Empire.
Because why even include the pre-time skip, you know? Like, that was there for 2 chapters. It was an excuse to save Monica and then leave.
You know, some things are best left unsaid.
Oh, and you were really quick to compliment me back at the Academy. That left an impression for sure. I mean, most nobles don't give us mercs the time of day. You were different.
It's nice to hear you say that.
And you know what, that would even give a way for the game to retell its plot, because you're a mercenary who hasn't been involved in a lot of the ongoing events going on at Garreg Mach, so that would be an in-universe reason for those characters to tell you about actually relevant and prudent information that had occurred back during Garreg Mach sections of the plot line and shit like that. Once you start talking to them and getting their support conversations going, boom, easy. Yeah.
And hey, I was right about you. I wouldn't be shining half as bright as I am today if I didn't hitch my wagon to yours. Trust me, no regrets here.
I'm just gonna outright ask Scion, which character's like special ability did you think was the most broken? She said one character was like the most broken in the game. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna even get them unless it is Leone.
Anyway, back to it. Victory is so close I can almost smell it. And I'll be right here by your side the rest of the way. No stopping till we've united all of Fodlan.
We will reach the end of this path soon. All of us. Together.
That's a lie. It was actually Leone all along. Who can you support with? The expected ones. Marianne. Gerald. This is of course here. Spoilers, I recruit Holstraw. Who would have guessed? Wow. Who would have fucking guessed? Allows the unit to string together 2 times the normal number of regular attacks, based on the number of consecutive hits. Speed will increase and final regular or strong attack will strengthen. What? So what is she doing? So did she weaken her final attack and then, like... Alright, we gotta experience this.
Training can be the difference.
Mock battle this
between
bitch.
victory and defeat.
Also, oh my god, get her off being a fucking holy knight. Stop giving me holy knights. She was a great knight. Let me play as a great knight, damn it.
Time to bring down our quarry.
I'm so fucking done with all these horse fuckers. Get off. How do I get off the horse? There we go. That's a dirty, dirty lie. They said I could chain those together. Nope. You're not allowed to do it. Let's go back into this little list here and see what that actually says. Where the fuck is she? Chain 2 times the number of regular attacks. Damn. Okay, well I just don't care then. I thought it was also heavy attack, so like I'm already done with her. I thought that was gonna be fucking so much fun. The ability to free flow your own combos. It's almost like the game would have been cool. I mean, sure, you like it. Yeah, it makes your light combo attack longer and then gives you a movement speed boost, but I don't give a damn. Also, another thing I was expecting for, like, New Game Plus was why I was pushing so hard for the faculty shit, so that my faculties would carry over into mission mode and shit, but it didn't matter. I still have never once, like, interacted with battalions as a mechanic. I'm sure they do carry over, but that's not what I care about. What do I care about next? Because I got stuff to burn. Yeah, I was thinking that too. I'm like, I don't know what this would ever do for my life. Honestly, other than the supply depot, there's like none that I really want. Like, I guess I would do blacksmith or training academy next. It's like, I already have all the things that I want other than like these, but the amount of healing you need is very much so dependent on the difficulty of the mission you're on. Oh, that's unfortunate. There are no missions.
Well, how'd it go?
That's a classic case of the go fuck yourself. Yeah, sure,
Any
great.
results
I'm
are
having a
good
great
results.
time. Video game, thank you.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Yeah, you've mastered being a fucking horse. Congratulations. Go back to being a priest. No. No, stop eating my inputs, asshole. Also, me doing what I'm doing right now, which is constantly giving everyone new classes and shit, this was for New Game Plus, or like Mission Mode 2. So that way when I got to Mission Mode properly, I'd be able to use whatever class I wanted and have everything. I don't know who I want to romance. Because I don't know who I like yet. Because honestly, writing not been the best thus far. I don't know who I give a shit about. It's not romance.
You can't do the...
Then why the fuck would they give it as like a ring equivalent? Okay, who has a personal skill that I give a shit about? Alright, fine. Edelgards, just straight damage up, assuming they're immune to fire. Huberts, no, that's an activated one. Oh. But that's too easy. Like, this is like the, like, okay, I want Shez to be more fucking broken. Yeah, uh-huh. Christ almighty. If you could do something like Linhardt and Leone combined, that'd be kind of cool. Like when you finish your basic attack chain, you get the orbs, but Leone could do her basic attack chain twice, so you don't get the animation penalty having to summon the orbs. Like, that'd be cool. But no, you're not able to do that. No, fuck that. I don't even want to look at her page. No. No. Especially no. No. So this is like a healing version of Yuritsa's. That's kind of cool. No. Oh, do I lose? I don't get both? Why the fuck would I? What? I thought this entire time that it was like a marriage thing. So it's like, oh, you can gain their skill on top of your own because you two are growing closer together. Why would I remove the best personal skill in the game? Yeah, go fuck yourself, game. Oh my god, that is so badly conveyed. I never would have thought that's how that works. This game's fucking with me. It knows what it's doing. You don't need to give it to Shez. What do you mean? Yeah, but like, how does it work, though? The game implied that it was like a thing I would give as Shez as like a ring to someone. How does it work?
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
But then again, I'm already well, no. Like, what the fuck? Why would I give a shit? Because I'm already using the characters I want. Unless I want a second copy of a character I'm already using? No, fuck that. I'll bet I could make my favorite character, Bernadetta, have Ferdinand's passive. Like, I don't care. Fuck that. No.
Training can be the difference between victory
I don't give a shit. It's a bad mechanic. I've complained about the characters not being unique enough. That is an accessory that literally lets me take away the uniqueness of a character even further. No thanks, I'm good.
I didn't think... This is...
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
I need more fucking intermediate
Can't wait to
seals.
see how you do.
I carry a little of everything here.
Oh, sure. But I don't want to get rid of their personals because it makes them less
Got an eye
unique.
for quality, friend. Hope to see you again soon.
And also, what the fuck am I gonna use cash for? Because there's no mission mode. Oh man, fucking mastery, awakening mode, whatever the fuck it's called. Oh man, it's really hard. Like, I'm not already fucking dumpstering this game's difficulty. I just need Chez. It's not that hard. Not to mention, why would you be doing maddening mode until you've done all 3 routes? Just to, like, get everyone, like, experienced? Plus, as tedious as it is, you can kind of do most of these games pretty well enough, straight up. It's not easy, and sometimes they aren't actually possible because of the objective, but you can usually do these games without taking any damage. And a lot of the time, the AI isn't even set up in such a way that even, like, lets them win the game unless you fuck up. You know?
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
An amusing diversion.
Friendship.
Can't let this.
Time to work. Can't wait to see how you do. Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Neat. Is someone else, like, done? Yeah, Balthus Caspar. You guys, like, not done yet or something? The fuck's all this? No, I'm just not there yet. God damn it. No, a little bit of visual clarity on that would be nice. If there wasn't already the fucking mechanic to, like, restrict me from actually progressing in these dialogue conversations. Alright, Lorenz, fuck off. Desker, we'll use Leonie.
Acceptable, I suppose. This'll help me break.
I've learned special dance.
Can't wait.
Training can be with proper training.
There we
you'll be
go.
Unstoppable.
Support conversation with Dorothea.
That reminds me, I actually found myself at a noble's tea party not too long ago.
Oh, you must be talking about Ferdy, right? He does love his tea.
No. It happened while I was doing some work as a bodyguard.
That's called free play. Free play is always in these games. If this game doesn't have free play, I mean, just what's the fucking point, you know? Like, even if there's not a mission mode, are you telling me there's not a free play mode where you can just go back through the game with the story being ignored and use anyone, like, in the records hall? Thank God. Because I was gonna say, like, I want to make a team that's, you know, Claude Dimitri Edelgard. I can't do that normally, but welcome to free play. It doesn't matter. What if I want to play as Ganondorf and fight Ganondorf? What are you gonna do, stop me? Free play, asshole.
I didn't really know what to make of it, though. Hard to say if it was even good or bad.
Understandable. Settings like that tend to choke the flavor out of any food or drink you happen to come across, among other things.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm built for all that fancy stuff. Hey, remember when I asked you to sing?
Nah, free play's usually super non-canon. It's all fine.
It kind of reminded me of that tea. It's like I just don't have the background for that sort of stuff. If you don't grow up in it, you're not gonna get it.
Everyone has a right to those things, though. Taking in a tragic opera, letting an elegant meal dance across your taste buds. Nobody should be excluded from those pleasures just because they were born a commoner.
It'd be good if that's how things worked.
Hmm? You think it's not?
Take my time back as a mercenary. I would have gladly eaten a half-cooked rat if it meant I was getting food in my belly. It's only since I joined up with this army that my palate's become a little more discerning. But what I'm saying is, if you never have the chance to eat good food, then you'll never know what good food is supposed to taste like.
See, here's another example of what my original proposition was on about. Imagine how much cooler it would be if you actually got to experience, like, Chez when he's a poor commoner in part 1 of my hypothetical. Then in part 2, you get to experience Shez when he's a bit more of a noble in the upper crust of society. You get to see that change in normal gameplay.
Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but...
In that case...
Dorothea?
Maybe a little bit, because obviously there'd probably still be support conversations in part 1, but then like in part 2 is when it really starts getting into it and he starts going to like war meetings and stuff like that.
Oh, sorry. I got a bit caught up in my thoughts there. But I think it might be just as you say. Will you indulge me for a moment?
I love Dirty Rats. Quote,
sure. What's on your mind?
What's her name? Like Estelle?
When I first started singing, I did it for me. Only me. But it wasn't long until Manuela discovered my gift. So, I joined
Yeah, she
the
loves
opera company.
Dirty Rats.
It felt
That's canon.
incredible. I wanted the whole world to hear my singing. But once I became a songstress, I started attracting more and more attention from the nobles.
Yes, Trails of the Sky, the only reason I like know of the Trails series is because I did see like a talk piece on like writing in video games about how Trails of the Sky was like just absurd how much dialogue they wrote for all the random fucking NPCs that actually like is relevant to their own like little internal characterization. Like, that's super fucking cool. I like that the game does that. I'm probably not gonna see it myself, but that's pretty cool.
Before I knew it, I wasn't singing for myself anymore. I was singing for them. Now you can't even appreciate my songs if you weren't born with a silver spoon in your mouth.
I don't think that's true at all. Everyone can learn to love it if they want. The only reason I didn't understand was because I didn't have much interest in opera before now. So don't belittle yourself like that. Your singing is incredible, Dorothea.
I appreciate that. I really do. But I still can't help but wonder.
I'm gonna be honest, I paid attention to about 0% of what they were talking about. Like, I get it. Like, I was there for it, and I was listening, but I wasn't really there for it.
An opening!
Huh? Oh!
God damn it, pal. He's not paying attention. It's the only reason he lost.
Good, friend. I concede.
Yes! I won!
You didn't fight like yourself today, and I mean that in a good way. You
I like Dorothea.
everything I
Fuck you,
had,
Sion.
then saw an opening at the last second and really showed me what's what. You turned my own height advantage against me. I never saw it coming.
Yeah, it was quite the ending, all right.
Fun fact, it's way more relevant in things that aren't using actual weaponry, but shit like boxing, a height advantage becomes really important. Or like a height disadvantage. Because if you're small, you can really press in there and they can't do shit.
That said, it wasn't my idea to fight like that. Linhardt mentioned it was the only way for me to beat someone with your height.
Still.
Didn't they actually talk about that? I remember that being like an actual Caspar Linhardt support.
So no need to be humble. Puff that chest out for Linhardt's sake.
It literally just is Caspar Linhardt.
I'll do just that. But now I found myself with a new goal to worry about. This victory came from me getting outside advice. Next time, I want to win it all by myself.
They really are just retelling it, but with a different combination of characters.
Hey, it's okay to have ambitions and junk, but look, if you ask me, I think there's more value in winning with someone than in smashing skulls alone.
Wait, you do?
Yep. When it comes to a fist, the more people behind the punch, the stronger it gets. Me, for example, I've got Holst backing me up. That guy's helped me tons of times in my life.
You're old childhood friends, right?
Sure are. We're two peas in a rotten pod. Although right now, each pea is off in a different place. But I know we'll see each other again somewhere down the road. Not a doubt in my mind.
In that case, I guess Linhardt is my Holst.
We're the same, you and me. Warriors who fight with childhood buds backing up their fists.
Except that our friends aren't the tiniest bit alike in terms of personality or military skill.
Nothing wrong with that. It's natural for folks in different positions to have different ways of life. All you and I can do now is live life with everything we've got. If you train with all your heart, you can live and die without a single regret.
Yeah, you're right. We've got nothing but fighting. So let's fight and fight and fight until this war is over.
Oh, hang on, pal. I've got money and women to think about too, you know.
And I've got martial arts, brawling, and hand-to-hand combat.
I gotta say, Caspar is one of those, like, milk toast, single white bread, single sheet of white bread kind of characters.
That's all fighting.
He's the, like, I forget he's in the game character. Yeah, he's definitely a character in this game. Whereas Balthus is great, but... yeah.
Time to work you into shape.
I do love me some video game. I still say, this part of the game, leveling everyone up, getting everyone all the classes and all this shit, this is the best part of the game. I just wish the, like, actual payoff for it was better, but a big part of me still really wants to do this garbage. Where the fuck is Balthus?
I'll do whatever.
I don't know what weapon ranks are supposed to do in this game. I guess they would determine which weapons you can equip, but like that is like such an irrelevant factor in this game. I guess it'd be a more relevant factor if you could do a mission mode, or, you know, you came back, like, in, like, the second game. I would assume they would affect the weapons you could equip, but okay. Well, look at that! Mage training. That's neat. That's a cutscene I've never seen before.
Hey.
I imagine there must...
Time to work you with proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Byleth Gerald time. Oh boy.
There you are. What's going on? It's not like you to send for me.
I have something to give you.
Well, this is new. What is it?
Here.
French.
Flowers? Oh, I'm really surprised. I mean, you've never given flowers to anyone before, have you?
I had to ask some of our allies for advice, because I wasn't sure the best way to communicate my feelings.
What do you mean?
I'm really thankful that you're my captain, but also that you're my father. I've never really told you that, so I wanted to make sure you knew.
Ah, kid.
When I asked, everyone said I should give you flowers. Apparently that's what they used to do back at the Officers' Academy. I wonder what it would have been like there.
The Officers' Academy, huh? You might have just been a student there if things had happened a little different. Or who knows, maybe you'd have ended up like Alois and forced into giving seminars or something. Not that you're really qualified to be a teacher. Anyway, these flowers did the trick, kid. Consider your message delivered. Though, to be honest, I kind of already knew. You might not give a lot away, but you're not completely unreal.
That's one of the things I liked about Gerald, was the fact that he could absolutely tell what the fuck Byleth was feeling.
Sorry for making you think I had no idea.
That's all right. I'm just glad you know.
Yeah. But it's fine. You know, it gets better. Like, in every ending, Byleth gets better, so it's nice.
By the way,
I don't think
why'd
there's
you
like a
choose this
bad
kind of
ending for
flower?
Byleth.
Did someone suggest them?
No, I picked them out myself. I thought they were nice to look at. Calming, in a way.
You even like the same flowers as your mother. Can you inherit that kind of thing? I used to give these to Citri all the time. I'd pull them out from behind my back, and her whole face would light up like the brightest torch you'd ever seen. Maybe this is how she felt whenever she...
I was absolutely gonna do Gerald Leone. Look at you think I'm not?
I'll keep that in mind for next time.
Fucking Christ, dude.
I want to see how this mercenary life of ours is going to play out. Those feelings are never going to change. And I'll do what I must to make sure you know that.
Huh. Thanks, kid.
Why the fuck was there not a Geralt support in the actual base 3 houses? So you felt more bad when he died. God damn, that was still the worst part of the game. I'll never forgive
Training can be the difference between
Masahiro Sakurai, the man who is known to make Fire Emblem. He's to blame. Master Hero Soccer guy. Come here, Leone. Balthus. Oh, there's... I guess Yuri. Or Lorenz. We'll just finish Yuri off, because he's like... Oh, and Shamir! Yeah, we'll do Yuri, though, because Yuri's almost done. Yuri's, like, right there. Actually, is Mercedes? Yeah, Mercedes being taken up. I was gonna say, and Yuri is, too. God damn it. Shez, Yuri, Shez, Mercedes, I want to see. And then you get, I don't know, Raphael, just whoever the fuck.
Hey, I'm...
Friendship.
Time to work you. With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
And Yuri Balthus. Boom. Done. Easy. They only have one conversation with each other.
Oh, I've really done it this time.
Well, if it isn't Balthus. What's wrong? That was a legendary sigh.
Yuri, pal! Hear me out for a sec, will ya? They were these mercs, and I may have made a bet with them.
Yeah, you lost, I get it. But we've got bigger issues to discuss.
Must be a pretty big deal if it's more important than me losing my dinner to those mercs.
It's come to my attention that one of my business associates is looking for a certain giant broke fool.
What? That's it? I'll just break him in half, and then we can move on with our lives.
See, normally it's like a massive vice when someone is just fucking terrible with money and loose with women, but specifically the money part is very fucking funny when they're so strong no one can ever do anything about it.
I figured you'd say that, which is exactly why I came to tell you not to. See, this particular associate hires out quite a few of my people. I can't have a bruiser like you turning them into corpses.
Can't I just rough them up enough to get them off my back? A few broken bones never killed anyone.
Come now. You know there's no way I'd let you get away with that. I'd use every last one of my contacts to make sure you never win another bet for the rest of your life.
Whoa, cut a guy a break, would ya? I wouldn't put it past you to actually follow through.
I take it we've reached an understanding then. I suggest you lay low until things blow over. Clear?
Man, Yuri's great. Like, goddamn. I know that it's still not the best showing, but fucking A, dude, Yuri's great.
Even after all this time, her ability to enrage people still manages to astound me.
Hey, it's not as bad as it used to be. The price on my head's never been lower. On the flip side, the price for my skills has only gone up. I've been making money hand over fist as a mercenary, but the stakes keep getting higher and higher, so my pockets remain as empty as ever.
I can't help but sigh in disappointment listening to you talk. You're seriously lucky I'm not happy, or you'd be neck deep in monsters.
Alright, I hear you. But enough about me. What have you been getting up to since you left Abyss?
Oh, I just went back to my old gang. They were my home before the Officers' Academy, after all. But I still had to take on some mercenary work to keep my people fed and things running smoothly. It's been a rough couple of years. And thanks to that, my once stunning physique has been spoiled by all this muscle.
Really? You still look pretty scrawny to me. Your skill with the blades improved, though, that's for sure.
Well, when you're forced to fight, you either improve or you die. Still, I've got nothing on you. You practically live for a good brawl, after all.
These fists have never let me down. No matter the enemy, I'm always the one who walks away. Say, Yuri, I just had a brilliant idea.
I have a feeling I'm going to regret asking. But sure, let's hear it.
If this associate of yours doesn't catch me, you and your underlings are gonna have to take responsibility, right?
Most likely. I knew what I was getting into when I told you to back down. I've made my peace.
Yeah? Well, I'm not about to leave my buddy Yuri holding the bag while I sit on my hands.
Balthus?
So, to make things fair, let's have ourselves a little wager to decide which of us is gonna take the fall.
How the fuck is this only a C rank or like a B rank and then there's no follow-up to this?
That way, if you lose fair and square, it'll give you an out, yeah? You'll have no other choice but to take your goons back from that client, and they won't get pummeled by yours truly. Problem solved.
Hypothetically, if I were to take this bet, what happens if you lose?
I'll do what I always do. Take my shirt off, jump out in front of them, and run away as they look on in awe.
This is what I get for trying to help. You love taking off your clothes almost as much as you do gambling. No wonder your pockets are always empty.
Why the fuck are the Ashen, like, at least the two dudes of the Ashen Wolves better than, like, a third of this cast? Maybe better than 2/3 of this entire game's cast. Literally pay to win, but it's with content and not gameplay advantage. But it's also, you know, pay to win because bad game.
I love tech.
Alright, let's see who we're working on right now. Yeah, Ash Mercedes is almost done. Perfect.
Glad I haven't been. I work.
I'll remember this.
Training can be the difference between victory and
But I'm so excited! What's the problem? I love new content. We're gonna get to see more support conversation. No, Scion, you don't understand. This is just to see as much content as possible. I do like being a good streamer and showing off the content for everyone at home. I'm just being thorough. Come now. You can't get mad at me for that. Ah, so judgmental.
Hey,
Yes.
I must.
This.
This is.
time to work you into shape.
That's not who I wanted. There you go. Holy shit, Lindhardt's getting all the way over to Armored Knight. He's about to move on to the advanced classes. Look at him go. Oh, that's very wrong.
I wish this was for something besides war.
Yeah, I don't know what else Armored Knight would be doing for you, Lindhardt. Let's be frank here. We got any support conversations yet? Nope. Alright, keep training.
Time to work you into shape.
I work.
This. Get it. Time to work you with proper training.
Yeah, buddy. More support conversations. Oh, it's not that. Oh shit, we got a bunch. Balthus Shamir. Balthus is like out of people now. He's like
You know, I don't think I've ever seen you miss.
Balthus, you've been training a lot lately.
I can't have people thinking that all I'm good for is getting drunk and begging for gold, yeah?
The problem will go away if you stop doing those things.
Ha! You sure don't hold back, pal. Your words pierce my heart as sure as if you'd shot them from your bow.
Could have fooled me.
Hey, I was being serious. My heart's got more holes than an old pair of boots. But it only adds to the allure.
I like how we've been here for
Don't let that
50
show,
minutes,
yeah?
so we haven't even just started playing the actual game, but I'm on board.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Assuming it's true.
Right? Looks like you're finally starting to see my good side. I gotta say, the compliments have been pretty one-sided up till now.
Balthus content.
You're tough, skilled, determined, a stellar gambler and drinker, straightforward and humble too. You're so perfect, I don't know what to do with myself.
That's your business. Anyhow, there's not much for me to praise in return. You can't gamble or drink to save your life. You're more pig-headed than determined. And it's impossible to tell fact from fiction where you're concerned. But at least I can count on you on the battlefield. You're a skilled fighter.
Oh, that's it? Skilled? That's harsh.
Would you rather I lie?
Nah, I wouldn't expect that from you anyway. I guess it's true what they say. A person's strengths only matter in the eye of the beholder.
Look at that. I'll have to add occasionally says semi-intelligent things to my evaluation.
Can't you just cut me a break and say I'm smart?
If only it were true.
Oh, come on. Guess it's back to the drawing board. Just you wait. I'm gonna earn your respect.
I'm sure you can do anything you put your mind to. I won't hold my breath, though.
You never ease up, do you? Always gotta get in that parting shot.
Yeah. Nice. And now what we actually came here for. To think, Shamir, Balthus, and Leone Geralt we wouldn't have seen if he hadn't asked for 2 extra trainings, like units. Thank you, Caspar.
You again, Leone? What is it today?
Seeing as you're strong as ever, Captain Gerald, I was hoping you'd train with me.
Your eyes are playing tricks. I'm an old man. I'd never be able to keep up with you kids at the rate you're improving.
You can't mean that. I'm nowhere near a match for you. But hearing that kind of praise from my hero makes me want to devote myself to training even more.
Aren't you a little old for childhood heroes?
Maybe, but I'm still happy. I worked my whole life to be a mercenary like you after all. And now I get to fight at your side? Dreams really do come true.
I'm glad. It's not often childhood dreams actually come to pass. I recall you always scampering a few paces behind me as a kid. You'd stare at me and ask all kinds of questions, even when I was clearly too busy to answer.
Well, I was just hoping you'd teach me about martial arts and tactics and that kind of thing. Before your job ended and you left, I mean.
You couldn't have learned much. I wasn't there long. Yet here you are, standing strong and tall. You have no one but yourself to thank for that. You grew up without any guidance from this old captain. I'm glad to call you my apprentice.
Thank you. I promise to make you proud. And one day, I'm going to surpass you. That's my new dream.
That's the spirit.
And I'm not just surpassing you, but your kid, too. I had no idea they were so strong.
Guess the topic never came up when I was in Son. We've both been through a lot.
I'm jealous about all the time you two got to spend traveling together. I bet their strength is due to your instruction.
All I did was teach the basics of merc life. Natural talents likely behind the swordsmanship and tactical ability.
Which means normal folks like me have to put in 100 times the effort just to catch up.
Don't sell yourself short. I wouldn't have taken you on if you didn't have talent.
Nice. It's every single Gerald support conversation is a 10 out of 10. There hasn't been one yet that's not. I have not actually finished Manuela Gerald, but I'm like alright with that. That'll happen when it happens.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Hey Shez, can you hurry up and master Dancer, please, so I can move on with my fucking life? Thanks.
this make...
Very oh my god, you're so right. That would be incredibly cursed. Yes. That is correct. Dancer Gerald. He's gotta master Holy Knight first. Slow your roll a bit there.
Glad I have. Yeah.
Just gotta... There must... Time to work with proper training.
Another one? Damn! How many support conversations? We're an hour in almost. We're still going. Alright, Ash Mercedes is finally done. Mercedes.
You saw one too. Glad it wasn't just me.
Ghosts.
There you are, Ash. I've been worried sick about you. You were white as a sheet during our training earlier, and I was concerned you had taken ill.
No, I'm sure that was all just in your head.
That's not your usual carefree smile.
I guess I can't hide anything from you, huh? Truth is, I turned my ankle during practice. Thankfully, it's all right, but, well, it reminded me of the time I saw a ghost.
A ghost! It's spooky!
Wait, a proper ghost?
Ooh.
What did it look like? Did it say anything? What was it wearing? Oh dear, I'm sorry. I let myself get carried away there.
Ghost, 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 ghost,
if you
ghost,
don't want
ghost.
to talk about it.
No, it's all right. I can't let myself live in fear of it forever. So on that day, my brother took sick with a fever.
Oh, it's so fucking
I
hot.
went to the mountains to look for medicinal herbs. As I was walking along some unstable ground, I saw a large figure.
Ghost content was the very... Okay, I guess I can't say ghost content was the very first running meme my channel's ever had, but the only other one is Kapap HD, and that was running for like 3 days, and then it was gone. But it was the first. Ghost content is the first, like, long-term joke. Ghost content, dude. Love me some ghosts.
And you're sure there wasn't anyone else on the mountain with you that day?
Hell, I got more shit, too. We got double
I was
ghosts.
definitely alone up there. Plus, when I tried saying hello, the figure didn't answer.
We have the RGB keyboard ghost.
I knew then and there it was a ghost, and in my hurry to escape, my foot slipped, and I turned my ankle.
Well, it's important to be careful about where you step.
Yes, it is the sea ghost.
Wait, that's your takeaway? The story doesn't scare you at all?
Now, see, new people gotta wonder what the C stands for. That's the
Not
magic.
really. If I'm honest, I heard a similar tale some time back. A long time ago, a man on a pilgrimage saw a strange, shadowy figure deep in the Ogma Mountains. He panicked and began to scream, thinking it a ghost or some other manner of evil omen. But in truth, it was none of those things.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm again not paying any fucking attention.
What was it?
I like these two characters, but I don't give a
His
shit.
own shadow reflected in the mist.
A ghost!
What? Then maybe what I saw was...
I can't say for certain, but it may have simply been a trick of the light.
Oh gosh. I feel silly for being afraid of my own shadow for so many years.
It's quite understandable for you to mistake it for a ghost, especially since you hadn't heard the story about the shadowy figure.
Thanks, Mercedes. That makes me feel a lot better. Hey, but if you have time, you should listen to this guy's story.
Eloise strolls into the room.
Whose story?
This guy right here. Apparently he saw a real ghost a long time ago.
Yeah, Ash, you're fucking with him.
Ash? You are the only other person here.
What? Come on. He's standing right next...
You were alone when I found you.
Wait, so you never saw him? What does that mean? Was he,
Oh, spooky! It's actually Ash being off his medications and violently hallucinating after all those mushrooms he ate. No, I don't have a moment. See you later.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Now, who do we give a shit about? Something with Yuri. Because I want Yuri Shez. Who the fucking Yuri even talk to? That's the real question. You know what? Again, I'm gonna complain about the fact that I can't see why some more conversations in that fight's free. And the fact that I gotta come out of the here to see. Marianne. Interesting. All right. Yuri Marianne. Oh, you're right. I can, but I still have to tab out for it. But even still, that is technically there. What a strange combination, Yuri Marianne. Now that's two people I don't think would ever have interacted in their lives.
How'd you know I love this stuff?
I hardly...
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
And we've got, no. Who else do we want to see? It's gonna be something stupid, yeah, probably. Leone... Geralt. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time for it, you know, but I'm gonna work for it.
Hey,
it's not one of the ones I'm sitting down to work on right now, though. But I'll plug away at it.
I could make something as good.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
New support conversations available.
True enemy.
Who else do we want to see? Didn't you want to say like Lysithia Ignatz? Here, I'll work towards that.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
I don't know, who do you want to see? That's still like, I guess, like, let's see who Hubert can even talk to. Hubert Ferdinand, who can fucking Hubert talk to? Everybody, but, you know. I guess we'll do Hubert Monica, because she's new, but I really just don't care, you know? Like, once it got to a certain point, like, I dropped Monica.
What in Fodlan possessed you to invite the two of us? It's fine, but why?
Yes. Whatever nefarious scheme you're up to here, spit it out. Not that I mind, of course.
Ah, this went fantastic. Why the fuck would you have us talk to each other? Oh, nice.
Well, this is great.
Having some trouble there, Geralt?
I wanted to replace the clasp on my gauntlet, but I can't quite get the blasted thing to stay.
Here, let me try.
Oh, look at that. You got a real knack for these things. Thanks, kid.
I'm surprised you've survived this long with those ham hands.
Being a good mercenary isn't all about dexterity, you know? Besides, when you've lived as long as I have...
The fucker's going into Dark Souls, putting like 70 points into Dex and nothing else.
You don't look that old to me.
You can't judge a book by its cover. I might not look it, but I'm practically an ancient tome. Not to mention I've lived pretty hard. Might just be a gut feeling, but I've started feeling like the goddess might call me to her side before long.
Come on, it's not like you're at death's door. Besides, you really think the goddess would be calling you of all people?
You don't hold anything back, do you? If the goddess won't have me, then I'll just have to make do in hell.
Do you think you'd have any regrets if you died right now?
Not one. Except maybe living too long.
What about leaving your kid behind?
Can't say I wouldn't be worried, especially because that kid isn't exactly normal.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I gotta say, your kid's always real calm and aloof. Not one for emotion, huh?
You're telling me. Born without so much as a peep, that one.
Did you know that if a baby is born not crying, that's usually indicative of a breathing problem? Because the birthing process is really fucking painful normally, and it means, or like some kind of a sensory problem, not just breathing, but it's some kind of a problem with the kid because the birthing process is really stressful on the baby, so they should be crying, which is why if they're not crying, the doctors slap the shit out of it, make it start crying, because that's how they can like immediately, without doing any tests, tell, yeah, it's fine.
Just a personal quirk, I guess.
Because if it's not, you immediately gotta go like put that shit in like the doctor room and make it not, die.
In that sense, I'm glad we're here. There's tons of young folks around. And maybe the kid'll take a shine to you, since you're both mercenaries.
Who knows? I've been hoping we could talk more at least.
Is that so? I'm glad to hear you say that. Takes a load off my mind.
Now you really sound like a dad.
I was never much of a parent, but I do worry all the same. You know, I think we were meant to end up on the same side. Would you do me a favor and look after my kid?
When you put it that way, it really does sound like you're about to die.
Hey, it's possible. Tomorrow's never guaranteed in this line of work. I meant what I said. Can I count on you?
Yeah, sure. I'm not gonna refuse a dying man's wish after all.
Goddamn wholesome. Like half wholesome. Who did Byleth actually even talk to? You can get to A-rank with fucking everybody, but Byleth doesn't talk to anybody. Is not. Alright, I guess I should probably work down Byleth sheds, just because there's no fucking reason not to, Hubert Monica. Yes, I know Hubert Edelgard, I don't give a shit.
I am amazed we met.
Indeed. We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful.
And, Marianne. Oh, Yuri hates doing horsework. There you go. Friendship.
We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful.
Looks like Lysithia Ignatz. Where's that weaselly scoundrel run off to? There you are. Come here.
We all must do our fair share to make
And
yourself
Gerald Leone. Look at that. Lots of friendship points. Earned and attained.
useful. We all must do our fair share.
And we're not done with supports yet. This is a short one, alright.
Ah, there you are, Ignatz.
Hello, Lysithia. Do you need something?
I wanted to thank you for your actions in our skirmish earlier. You blocked the enemy's approach, which allowed me to maintain my position on the battlefield. I'm very grateful.
Oh, you don't need to thank me. Protecting comrades is all part of the job when you're a knight.
At first, I thought knighthood would prove to be a task beyond your ability, but you've turned out to be surprisingly dependable. Didn't you come from a merchant family?
I sure did.
Then if I may, why have you chosen to become a knight instead of taking over the family business?
Because I'm the second son. My older brother is going to take over the business. My father wanted me to become a knight so I could help my brother that way. It was a lot to deal with, but in the end, I'm pretty happy with how it all turned out.
It's quite commendable to choose a future based on your family's wishes.
Oh, it's not so impressive.
Your family must have been ecstatic when you were knighted.
I suppose they were.
To be honest, I am envious of you.
You are?
I am. I
I
haven't been
am.
able to do anything for my own mother and father yet. I hope to be as strong as you and do something equally wonderful for my parents one day.
You're very considerate of your parents, Lysithia. And I know how hard you work when you set your mind to something, so I'm sure you can do this too. Yes, well, if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know.
That is to say, I certainly will. Thank you.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really should be going. The work of a knight is never done, after all.
Okay. Goddamn, that's a lot of training done. Let's get to it. You don't need a reason to fight. Ooh. Oh, nice. Now that's a paralogue I can get behind Devil's Ex. Alright. I know one of them is Edelgard.
Follow me, soldiers of the Empire.
And everyone is happy.
Fine. What's the plan?
Probably would just have to be happy up here, because I don't think Happy Shez is done yet. Happy Shez is not done. So Edelgard, who do you want to hang out with? Honestly, I can kind of just... Oh, I can do Ferdinand! Yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna just freeball this one and just do whoever I wanted with Edelgard, but Ferdinand's right here. He can make use of it. Why is Ash a mage? Oh, shit.
To fulfill. Let's earn our keep. So long as...
Here goes. I got you. Here I go. No mistake. It seems you could use some...
There's not a question. As I stand upon the battlefield, I am at the ready.
Okay, but...
Back at it again with another one. Look at me go. Ah, fucking camera. Oh, they're running. Oh, it's one of these kind of levels. Okay. Well, now, I'm literally in the middle of a fucking, like, guard break combo. I can't move any faster, game. That motherfucker's gonna get out. There he goes. No, yeah, he's gone.
Time to get going.
Let's get it over with.
We'll do it together! I've got you now!
I really hope you guys like seeing the guard break for fucking tornadoes. Or the Ashura glass or whatever the fuck. Because goddamn, you're gonna be seeing it a lot.
Don't mind if I do.
I don't even know with what all these prompts that are showing up on screen. I could keep hearing that dun of like notifications popping up, but I'm currently too busy juggling people with endless warrior combos to even hear.
I'm unstoppable.
Now, when might I see the real sparks fly?
I beat the mission for beat 200 enemies in less than like 20 seconds. Like, it has been just an absolute bloodbath.
This is just the beginning.
That's great, but should you be using so much power?
Yeah.
Let's get it over with.
Because honestly, the Ashura class does absolutely everything. C3 is absurd mobility, your basic attack chain is fast and is wide hitting. It moves you forward during all of it. It even has a projectile too to end it off, so that way you don't, you're able to hit enemies that you've inadvertently knocked out of range or that have showed up after the fact. This combo is fucking insane. X5 is a massive juggling projectile that moves you forward that connects into your heavy attack. It is absurd. Ashura does everything.
Looks like we got a live one. Time to get in there and fight.
And the fact that you can animation cancel with your own unique dash. Like, it's like, my god, what doesn't this fucking moveset do for me, you know? Like, the fact that I can do that is absurd. And that kills, like, everything because of his passive. He is the best character with the best class. Like, it's just a combination of bullshit, frankly. And the tornado was really good before I unlocked it, you know, Ashura's X5. X5 is crazy.
Onward and upward.
Every single character in the game would benefit from Shez's personal, but it's the fact that you are the best character with the best moveset in the game. It's kind of just the inherent nature of it. Like, if it wasn't a unique class, like, everyone would be in Ashura.
That's nice.
I won't.
I'm level 83. Nice.
What a fast.
Because the main way of solving the fact that it's like, oh man, I need to kill a bunch more mooks. X3, and your passive will constantly be shooting lasers, which instantly kill everything while you're dashing through the entire enemy forces.
Our scouts have returned from Fort Mercius. There's less movement than we anticipated. That likely means the former Duke Ire wants us to attack the fortress to make up for his disadvantage in troop strength.
The numbers don't lie. One needs 3 times the forces of their enemy to claim a castle in a siege. Although, that's if you attempt to take it head on.
So, do we have a plan or what? I mean, Fort Mercius is basically impenetrable. Actually, this one time we came home well after curfew and had to try and sneak back in. Turns out there was no way in. The guards mistook us for bandits, and Father shouted at us until he lost his voice. Good times.
The good news is that we have learned of a passage into the fort which has been kept secret since its construction.
Because of fucking course you have. It would be a real shame if there was a difficult map.
The bad news is that Ire likely also learned of the passage when he was Prime Minister. Unless his reason has completely taken flight, the man will take some sort of measures to defend it.
The fortress is huge in size. We should organize small teams and be attacking from many points. If we achieve success, we can open the gates from the inside and be giving the enemy a
There's actually something that I forgot about, but it's like an enemy type that isn't even relevant in this game, but it's the bomb chews from Hyrule Warriors, which are effectively moving bombs that very slowly make their way across the battlefield, headed towards a specific stronghold. If it gets to that stronghold, it will immediately explode, taking the stronghold for whoever side like launched the bomb chew. But you can also use it in story missions to blow up like certain walls, so it's like a defend the fort kind of mission. Why don't we do something like that? Like make it like just make it like a Trebuchet or some shit, so we can knock a wall down. Like that'd be way cooler if it was like a defend the fort kind of stage. But it's like a moving fort.
Casualties on both sides.
Is this the part where I chime in? Because
No.
That'll only...
Nope.
Is it just me, or is our corner of the world an uncontrolled
I have not
mess?
heard you in like 10 hours of gameplay.
Why don't we just put all of your plans into action? We can sneak soldiers in, use the secret passage, talk it out, and apply brute force all at the same time. As long as one of those approaches works.
Yeah, Claude isn't fighting, remember?
That's actually not a bad plan, and it didn't even come from me. Amazing. I mean, the brute force part is a little risky, but I dare say you're learning.
An intriguing idea.
But what about the hostages? If we force our way in, they're likely to be killed.
I will not permit that to happen. And while my father may be a fallen noble, he is still a noble, and not the sort of man to start butchering innocent people when the tides turn.
I pray you are right, Ferdinand. Though I believe you never know what a person is capable of until they act. We will proceed with this plan at once, adapting as the situations dictate. We cannot fail. Not here. Not now.
How the fuck would we ever fail? We have a massive army. Just run him over, please. He's a dickhead. Fuck that guy. I have no coffee bean.
Greetings.
Here, you know what? I also need to fix Ash's class, so let's go through and fix everyone's like movesets and shit. Because you are, for some reason, a mage. Not even a bishop, you're a mage. And you, don't you have like a charm thing? No, why do you have that equipped? It does a lot of fucking might, but then it's because he has reckless power. I don't really like the invert offense defense, but just sure, whatever. Here, you know what? If you're gonna be inadverting defense, take a... Do I just not have like a good defense? I guess I don't have like a good shield. Oh no, I do. I'm an idiot. Take a silver shield. There, now let's actually see what, because we all have like new abilities and shit. Let's see what we actually got going on. I wish I had the regeneration thing. I'll give you speed. Yeah, that'll work for Ash. Ferdinand! Sure. And Shez. Oh, you got fucking everything, don't you? Don't you think you're so cool? I'm pretty happy with what he actually has right now, other than maybe like Axe Breaker, so yeah. Advantage doesn't mean shit if I'm the player character, you know? Oh, Gerald. Just take everything. You don't even have enough. Ah, damn. Whatever, man. I don't give a shit. It'll work. Balthus, because he's not in the right class right now. We're fill gauge, fill rate, and proportion to luck. Hell yeah! I'm honestly just gonna take off underdog, so I don't need to keep managing it. It's like good, increases damage dealt to an enemy in proportion to how much higher the enemy's level is. Enemies are always a higher level than him. For now. But I don't want to keep micromanaging that, so I'll just take piercing gauge, so this motherfucker just has a warrior gauge every 2 goddamn seconds. Just gonna give him as much as he can to refill that warrior gauge, non-stop, non-stop. And that's it. There we go. Ooh, a brave bow. I see that treasure chest. Ooh, there's a time limit. Fascinating. It is... Okay, never mind. And Yuri. Well, I want to use Ash, but I also want Yuri and Marianne to get some progress. So I think I'm actually going to do this.
Have to do my best.
Like, Yuri is, like, not even as low of a level.
I've got this.
To, like, not be usable, you know? Plus, I'll have Marianne tagging along.
The fight starts now.
Let's go. I'll do my best. Let's move.
I don't remember what the win con for this map is. All I know is I'm just gonna go kill a bunch of dudes.
I'll lend you my strength.
Let's get this.
Everyone.
There will be no failure so long as I'm here.
Imperial Army is fighting. I wonder who that could be. Oh, it's just kill a number of people. Okay. I can't see shit. Look at that. Well, you died immediately. Also, not to mention that how broken everything is with Shez. The fact that he uses swords and gains access to Wind Sweep, which is the most broken fucking combat art, to the point where a part of me wants to just re-equip Fire Sweep just so I have another element to use. Levels of broken. Just absurd how much is stacked in his favor, you know? Look at how fucking mobile I am. Like, it's absurd.
You're so strong.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
Like, not even accounting for the damage I deal because I'm absurdly over-leveled, just the mobility and free-flowingness of my combos is insane. Not to mention, he's also one of the only characters who actually has a heavy attack extension. It's his personal passive, but he is the one character in the fucking game to actually feature Hyrule's warrior mechanics of heavy extensions. Because of his, like, standing heavy charge bar mechanic down there, he's the only one. Basic mechanics that every character got, 90% of characters got, he's the only one who gets.
I do hope you'll make this fun. Let's carve a swath through the battlefield. You're done!
It is certainly worth
My main mission is to defeat 500 enemies, and I've done that. But there's too many cutscenes going on for the game to realize, oh, you're done. Not to mention just how inherently broken combat arts are mechanically, because they can cancel my own animations whenever I want. It's like, right there, I was in the worst part about X3 is the fact that you can't stop it, but no, you totally can. You just have to use a combat art. Who the fuck? I have no idea. I have never known any of the stupid what are their names? It's not Nabateans. What's the other one? I forget. I no fucking idea who the hell the main antagonist. Agarthan, that's the one. The Agarthans. I have no idea who like the named Agarthans have ever been. It tastes more bitter than blackest coffee, dude.
Still improving.
You're so strong.
Well, I've killed more than the prerequisite required enemies, so.
Can I face my comrades after this?
Tastes more bitter than blackest coffee.
I'm all right.
I won't lose!
Take this! I'm all right. Pull it together. No way I'm dying in a place like this. Here it comes! Out of the way! You're done! Here it comes!
You think I'm not gonna just do it again?
You're done!
Don't mind if I do.
And shield break. And then if he lived, I would have warrior gauged him again. An absolute bloodbath.
Don't get cocky just because we won.
Nice. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Didn't we have a good time, everybody, of me just being a goddamn blender?
I won't.
It's why at the beginning of the game I asked, is it more fun to have like the main character be just the best character, you know? Because, you know, I showed you that video talking about, and you're always like, man, that whole Master Sword thing seemed like complete and utter bullshit in Hyrule Warriors. The reason they did that is because that is like the last thing you're intended to unlock in the game. And then when you get that, you've effectively beaten the game, because that he is demonstrably the best character in the game when he has the Master Sword. Make it slightly easier to deepen bonds? Yeah, sure. I'll do that because I already got the 2 training points done. Oh, great. Here we go. Another little baby side mission. This is another one of those ones that's going to give me no XP, so people are going to work on class mastery and friendship. Whose friendship do we want to see? I still do. You know what? I want to see Yuri Marianne. And then, you know what we'll do? Who does Shez want to talk to? Let me actually see. Shez Ferdinand he can't do yet, but that's probably because, you know, I gotta wait for this exact event to be done. I'll do Hubert. Hubert's one of the ones who would not be anywhere else but this route, so...
I will prepare the Scarlet Path. The fight starts now.
Goddess.
Right then. Shall we join hands in battle?
Please. I'll lend you my strength.
Let's get this operation underway.
Please protect us.
Yeah, we can win this.
Ah, just short of killing. Or it did kill. Okay.
We're going to lose if this keeps up.
You'll be fine. I'll be over there shortly. You'll be fine. I'll be over there shortly. Just hold him there. Aha! Aha!
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
Give me just a fucking sec there, Yuri. I told you I'm on my way. It's fine. You see, it's already all solved. It's fine, Yuri.
Watch my back. You're finished. We'll do it together.
Oh, you lived. Okay, well, I mean, if you want round two. I do like the fact that you can do combo warrior gauges with your teammates when they're an adjutant, but counterpoint, it makes every single warrior gauge take way longer to cast, and a lot of the time you're equipping adjutants for people who are not currently leveled up. Therefore, the extra damage that they add to the warrior gauge pops do almost no damage. So it literally just wastes your time. Not to mention the whole downside of the combat arts mechanic is just like I called earlier on, entirely mitigated, because now I effectively never run out of durability. It costs me 7 durability to use a wind sweep, the best combat art in the game, and I have 119 durability.
Watch my back.
See, look how much damage he does. He did 2,600. I did 200,000. So that would have done, you know, slightly less damage. But I think that I may have him kind of beat for
That was
damage.
impressive. But surely that's not all you can do with your power.
I'm slowly breaking his axe gauge just from hitting him. I know, right? I was gonna swap over to Hubert, but I needed to wait for this to end, and I didn't want to pop my warrior gauge. It's fine, Scion. See? Let's see, he did 1,000 damage. And I did 1,800. And dead. That was kind of a bad example because these dudes take no damage.
Another job well done. Time for some hard-earned rest.
Still got an S rank though, even though it doesn't matter. The only way you're getting a relevant amount of XP is if you happen to get an MVP, which I did, so, you know, it's fine. Also, I didn't see, but maybe I got an A rank Rusty Sword, who actually knows? As I got a Rusty Sword, so I kinda gotta go check that out. Cannot hold any more supplies.
How about it?
Ambrosia, I guess? I know it's a permanent stat up, but I just don't know what kind. Total enemies defeat. You look at that, Scion. I want you to look at that and tell me that they can't cut me a deal for 9 cents. Look at this. This is bullshit. I should have just done better. You know, if you're gonna be playing this game, just pick a top tier. Come on, man.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Owl. Did it. Facilities manager, master dude.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities.
Crest upgrader. Elixir upgrader.
Let me know if I may be of further
I'm a winner. Oh yeah, blacksmith. I don't want to forget that. I want to actually see if I'm going to be getting the good shit. That good sauce.
Need something?
Prepare. Brave sword, brave sword, brave sword, brave bow, brave tome. Fuck.
See you around.
I don't need that shit though. Fuck.
Time to work you into shape.
Worthless. You're done. I think Ash is like done. Yeah, other than Byleth, but that doesn't really count, you know? So, I don't know. Constance, I guess? Sure. Actually, are Yuritsa and Ash friends? Are they well enough off? Because I don't really care, and they need training anyway. So I'm just gonna stick them together, so that way I can start getting friendships with people that matter, you know? Okay, Hubert.
One cannot...
So who do we have left that I care about? Gerald's going with Leone. Gaspar, Bernadette, Dorothea, Monica. I could do Monica. Oh, there's Lysithia Ignatz. But Marianne Yuri. Fuck you, I want to see it. Yeah.
Are you...
Time to work you in. Can't wait to see how you do.
Chore Master.
Care to make yourself useful?
Marianne Yuri.
We all must do our fair
Friendship. Yeah. Ah, here you go, son. Let's see this content.
I'm so sorry I can't let you run free. We'll go for another walk together soon, alright?
Horse.
Why so guarded, Marianne? Is that how you always greet beautiful men?
Yuri, what do you want?
Oh, nothing in particular. I simply spotted you on the way back from drills and felt like coming over to see what you were doing. I feel like you never leave these stables. Did you ever grow tired of it?
I'm sorry.
It's merely a question. I'm not trying to judge you or anything. Well, this is going poorly already. All I wanted was to make a little small talk and it ended up like this. Are you always this gloomy? It seems you speak just fine around everyone else.
I only know how to make small talk about animals, and you seem to hate them. So, I figured that no matter what I talked about, you would hate it, and me.
Hold on. Why would I hate you? And when have I ever said I hate animals?
Once when I was replacing the horse's hay, I saw you glaring at me from a distance. But if you don't hate animals, then it must be me. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sour your mood further. I'll be gone soon anyway.
Look, Marianne. Allow me to clear everything up for you. Firstly, I don't despise animals. I actually like them. Understand?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, or I'll have to repeat myself forever. Just listen. Second, I don't hate you or even think poorly of you. Although I'll admit that I was somewhat annoyed with you earlier in this conversation.
Then why were you glaring at me before?
I'm not sure. Perhaps you saw it wrong? I don't know when this was, but wait. I think I see now. I have a condition of sorts. One that can get aggravated under certain circumstances.
I knew it. My very presence had aggravated you.
I'm telling you, that's not it. I swear by the goddess herself that it's not your fault. Okay?
No, you don't know what I have. Excuse me.
Well, that got us absolutely nowhere. Conversing with the shady lady is almost pleasant in comparison. What did she mean when she said she'd be gone soon? That's a little too ominous to ignore.
That one wasn't terrible. It was like fucking accurate to how I would imagine those two interacting. Like that pretty much was a one-to-one how I imagined it would have gone. Yuri slowly losing his fucking patience. Yeah, alright, sure. Good job, you didn't fuck that one up. That is exactly how I imagined mentally that entire conversation would have gone. You did it. It's a fog map. Fog of War, more like Fog of War. Petra and
I'll handle this.
Hey, look at that. I'm not even trying to do it anymore. This is just a bad timeline for Scion, I guess. Ferdinand Petra. All right.
We have a duty.
I'm gonna be honest, a part of me is still expecting you to randomly just dump like a 3-paragraph, like, breakdown thesis of why that was the worst support conversation you've ever seen in your life. Like, there's some deep Yuri lore that I just don't understand, and that you're like, he has ruined him as a character, and I hate video games, and I never play them anymore after this. It's like, it doesn't matter how I feel about it. I have somehow wildly misconstrued how this is supposed to go down. Where the fuck are you going?
There's not a question of can. I'll see how marvelous I was.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
We must work
together.
We'll do it together! I've got you now!
Well, time for round 2.
We must work together.
You didn't want to learn the first time, I'll do it again.
We'll do it together!
I feel like you refill your fucking warrior gauge just too fast.
Face my comrades after this.
Still improving.
I almost never actually listen to music in these games. I can't hear it underneath everything else going on. Alright, Ferdinand, go over there.
Sorry, but I gotta fall back.
I'll use this.
Fun fact, Fogland Wind, I think, is the only song that's not like a boss, like final stage theme that I actually know. That song's pretty good.
There's not a question. You may continue to rely on me.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
Tastes a bit more bitter than the blackest coffee.
This is just the beginning.
Astonishing. I had no idea you were that powerful.
This bodes ill. I did not think I was careless.
I have no idea what I'm meant to be doing of the defending green boy over here, but nothing's happening. Rather than just waiting for Ferdinand to beat that guy, I don't know what my, like, this is fight, like, protect green boy. I mean, I'm working on it. I'm a green unit. I'm also dead. Okay, Ferdinand, hurry the fuck up, please. There you go. It's not hard, Ferdinand. Oh, that was the main mission. Okay.
Right on.
Odes. There he be.
I almost feel sorry for them.
Oh shit, it's your boy. It'd be a real shame if I warrior gauged.
We must work together.
We'll do it together.
Holy shit, did you die in one? The joke I was going for is, it'd be a real shame if I warrior gauged, just because it takes forever, but it's a completely and utterly uncounterable strategy that the enemy cannot match in any regard, because I can do it 3 times to the boss, but he died in 1.
A new...
Well, that was hard. Teenage to increase support points. Well, it was the one I've been talking about.
Right.
Traveling brawler. Yeah, I was gonna say that'd probably be training points. Yeah, buddy, more training, which means more friendship. I get it, there's a new support conversation. Game, you do not need to keep reminding me of
Supplies are the
this.
lifeblood of any
I
army.
well understand.
Everything has its use.
Alright, I'll watch the support conversation. Jesus. Ches Petra. Ugh. I don't want to talk to Petra.
Excuse me. May I ask for your ear?
No, it's mine.
Sure thing. What's on your mind?
I have the desire to be learning more about mercenaries. It is a subject of much fascination to me.
Sure, I guess. But I think you've heard most of the exciting bits by now.
Nonsense. Each word you speak is full of excitement. Please give me more illumination. For example, are you receiving payment for your work here?
Sure. Me and Edelgard have a contract. Lucrative one too, as these things go. Guess the boss thinks pretty highly of me.
You said money was of importance for people who sell their swords. But what if an enemy offered a bigger payment? Would you be taking it?
Are you kidding? I'd tell them to get lost before they could finish the offer. But there are plenty of mercs who wouldn't. Gold sings loudest, you know? Still, if an enemy can outbid your current employer, it means they've got a good shot at winning. And nobody who enjoys breathing wants to wind up on the losing side.
So in Fodlan, one must try to be allies with the side that has more richness?
More money!
See, that's the thing. Trust is its own currency too. I mean, let's say someone shows up with a pile of gold and asks you to switch sides. Tempting, right? But you gotta be careful. You could take them up on their offer, only to learn that the money was just bait, and the guy actually wants you dead. And to make things worse, the honest employer you just stabbed in the back now knows you're as reliable as a three-legged horse. Point is, integrity means more to a mercenary than money. Probably should have led with that, actually.
I have understanding. Trust is of importance to everyone. But that has even more truth for a seller of swords.
You got it. Oh, and trust me, folks who hire for the best jobs make sure to know everything about you before extending the offer. But there's a flip side to that coin. If you're the type of employer who likes to leave mercs in the lurch, you better believe that word will get around. Hard enough to stay alive without that nonsense.
That is a thing we all share in common. We wish to keep breathing, as you said. And what if I was offering a job? We are on the same side. Would that be betrayal? Bridget is a land of richness. We can offer much in exchange for the selling of your sword.
Sorry, Petra. I'm off the market until I see my current contract through. Also, didn't we just get done discussing how terrible it is to abandon a job before it's done?
I knew you would be declining. You are the model of a mercenary.
I just don't like Petra. Man, like that was a fine enough support conversation, but I just don't like Petra. Simple as.
Ah, Petra. Just the lady I have been looking for.
Are you needing something, Ferdinand?
Why, yes, I do need something. Ravishing lady!
I'm gonna have to ask you to just please stop. We're gonna view the log of that one. There you go. I'm not gonna let him do that.
How was that? Did I do it correctly? I want to be certain I understood the...
No, thank you. I'm good.
Lo... what?
You see, I was perusing a book on your customs the other day. It was there that I came across a description of the proper way in which to make a request of members of the Bridget royal family. Apparently, one is supposed to improvise their need in the form of a song, while performing a small jig or rondo. I find it to be a most lovely tradition.
I am not knowing of this. tradition.
You do not know it? But I am correct that song and dance are very important in your homeland, yes?
No.
Yes, that is a truth. We are often singing and dancing as tribute to the spirits.
Then it has nothing to do with the royal family?
Ah, now I have understanding. Something has gotten lost inside of the translation. The ruler of Bridget is often asking the spirits for protection. This involves singing and dancing both. The members of the royal family are not witnessing the performance, they are doing the performance. Also, it is for special occasions only. No one bursts into a song with suddenness. That is strange.
Yes, I am discovering that for myself. I was convinced that Bridget must have some manner of odd custom that defies Fodlan convention.
Ferdinand, what land of silliness are you thinking I am from?
Apparently one that really likes goddamn song and dance.
No,
Whose bitch this is?
This is what I deserve for trusting that ridiculous book.
What was the book?
Do not be worrying. Even books of greatness may contain mistakes. I once was reading that all Fodlan nobles are born in wells. Can you be imagining?
That is a ridiculous notion.
It was even within the title. Fodlan's nobility, a day in the life of the wellborn.
Petra, wellborn is actually a word. It means one who is born into a noble bloodline.
I am knowing that, Ferdinand. I was having
How
a
the
joke.
fuck do you not speak right then?
I'm not breaking into songs and dances. I'm breaking out the dictionary when I have the need.
A joke?
I mean, at least they're getting her to voice act better. She is emoting better.
My ignorance
Because if I just be misremembering Three Houses, I remember her being as bland as humanly fucking possible. Holy shit.
You have made me dine on dirt in a single conversation.
An earth. Spades. Dirt. Ah, I am understanding. You are having cleverness.
Well, no, that was merely a coincidence. But
you get it?
I am glad
it's
you
dirt. You've soiled this conversation, Petra. You dirty bitch. Oh yeah, I want to like upgrade buildings. I remember now.
To assist with any matters regarding the facilities.
All right. 7 quality building.
Further service.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities.
And we need another 20 quality building, which I do not have the resources for, so go fuck myself, I guess.
Time to work you into shape.
Yeah, buddy. More training. Time for Petra to hit the fucking bench. Goodbye. Ferdinand Leone. That's strange. Caspar. Hubert. Yeah, Caspar it is then, because Edelgard and Hubert are indisposed of at the current time. Let's see if everyone else is still good. Yep. Those two technically don't count. We're working on it. We'll get there. We're getting the content out of the way.
We did well, naturally.
I feel like
this is.
Nice job learning Astra. Took you long enough.
Training can be the difference between.
Now you can be your unique class. Good job, Bob. I'm proud of you. Or a dancer. I mean, I guess. If you really felt so inclined.
a new path.
You just choose to wear that? You voluntarily opt into that? Yeesh. Okay, if you say so. I don't know, and I do not care.
Step toward victory.
Linhart.
I'm going to doze off. I just...
No. Yeah, I would assume it's given by the church. That's why I'm like, you just opt into this? You have voluntarily chosen to wear this. Okay. Sure. It'll have to be Edelgard Ferdinand, I guess. Because Linhart doesn't get shit. No, Linhart, you know, Linhart Ferdinand actually do have one. We'll do Linhart Ferdinand and then shit Edelgard. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck you, Edelgard. I want friendship points. So I'm gonna go Violet.
To work. Let's earn our keep.
I want the friendship points.
I will find a weak.
I will sacrifice the XP because it does not.
Oh, if I must.
Oh, that's Petra, not Ferdinand.
And the enemy.
Oh, how do I retreat? How do I like leave? How do I retreat? Leave level. Leave level. Oh no. I forgot Petra's a bitch. Yeah. I'm working on it.
We have a duty to fulfill. Let's earn our keep.
There we go.
Stay safe.
Oh, if I must. This should be easy.
Initiating the opera. I'll help you out.
Not a problem.
There is not a question of can.
Only life is the only thing we can't replace.
I'll give it my all.
I will capture this stronghold.
Paladin, come here. Come here, Paladin. I want you over here. There you go. Much better.
I need your strength.
You got it. Let's go.
Oh, they have a little unique dialogue with one another when they pair up. Seems fitting, doesn't it?
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
The stronghold's ours.
You know what? I'll here. Next time I have one, I'll swap over.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
We need your help.
How do I swap adjutants? Is it this? That's it. Okay.
We need the action demon.
With pleasure.
Nice.
It ends here.
Nice touch.
Take a breather. No use fighting a losing battle.
Too easy.
You demonstrate your strength anew.
Time has finally come.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
Thank you, Violet. Much appreciated. Here, let me go do our little fucking God damn it. Let me do our little fucking side quest to search level, like our home bases and all that shit. There you go, I've searched. There you go, is your fucking commoner. Are you happy now? I did it.
We're not losing to anyone.
They add a lot of like little gimmicky levels that just mean nothing. Like, oh, go search every single base for a random person, or knock this random ally back to sense. But why? These little side quests don't really mean anything. At least the side quests, or like the little side missions you could do in Hyrule Warriors, meant something. Like, some of the strongholds you needed to go into were locked. So like, you could not enter so like, you know how there's like locked chests in this game? But imagine that you had to go find a key, but instead of it unlocking a chest, it unlocks an entire fucking stronghold. So if there was like something you wanted in that stronghold, or you wanted to, you know, do more shit, sometimes it would actually like block a certain chunk of the map, meaning that your path through the map could be changed up. Certain strongholds could actually be elementally charged, so when you walk into that stronghold, you'll continually be taking a certain... Yeah, it does seem like busy work, but at least it's fucking different. The current ones we're doing are also busy work, but at least they change the way I play the game. And you need stuff like that to cut down on your replayability, like, bog. And then, yeah, some of the strongholds can be elementally charged. So when you walk into the stronghold, you'll continually be taking a certain type of damage the longer that you're in there. And you can break the seal by taking a different stronghold. Similar kind of a thing towards the key, but you can completely ignore the elemental damage if you want. You'll take a ton of damage, but you can actually get the map done faster. So it's an actual trade-off decision that you have to make. Do you go out of your way and go solve a less important stronghold to be able to do this one without taking damage? Or do you intentionally go through and just tank the damage and do everything faster if, you know, you think you can survive the losses that will incur, you know? There's at least like a decision to be made there. And then of course there's the giant monsters that can show up, which all of which are, you know, easily as boring as this game, but at least those ones like require an addressing, which, you know, is its own kind of pro and con, whether you like, because in this game you can completely fucking ignore demonic beasts, in that game you really kind of can't. And I will admit they're at least more tedious to fight just because they're a solved fight rather than just wailing on them, but they're both different kinds of tedious. And then there's the bomb chews, which, you know, can go through and just immediately take certain strongholds both for and against you, so you randomly get the option to be like, oh shit, I gotta take this down, or oh shit, I've gotta defend this, you know? Or you can just ignore them. Like, it happens in this game. Like, you've seen multiple times where we've had levels where, like, oh, a bunch of, like, enemy commanders are coming to your home base. Imagine that, but it's an even larger threat. Because when you have a bunch of commanders in your home base, you'd be like, yeah, but I can just kind of ignore them, you know? Because it takes them a while to do anything. You can leave, like, one dude there and be fine. But with bomb chews, you can't. You have to address that threat, adding more tension. You're effectively on a time limit, you know?
Can't relax just yet.
I will take...
Experience.
Goddamn growth rates.
There must...
Friendship. we get the inexhaustible. Why, though? No, you're not allowed to fight the actual named unique bosses. You cannot fight them. What do you mean demonic beasts are already mechanically in the game and they couldn't just add another one? No, you're not allowed to do that. You know damn well you're not allowed to do that. The game doesn't like you.
We all must do our fair
News of our conversation. Alright, let's hope Shez Yuri can run back how bad the first one was.
Oh, Yuri, you're back. I thought you'd still be away.
Oh, Reginald, you're back. I thought you'd still be away.
Well, look who it is. I figured if I didn't come back before sunset, someone might get worried and ransack my room again.
I wasn't ransacking. You're gonna keep holding that over my head, aren't you?
Just joking, friend. No need to take everything so seriously. Anyway, it's late. Shouldn't you be getting some shut-eye?
Probably, but I just got my second wind. How is your mom, by the way?
Well, it's not looking good, that's for sure. But she's still got some fight in her yet. I'd planned on staying longer, but she told me to do what I had to do and sent me on my way. One minute she wants to see me, the next she's telling me to go home. Honestly, she's all over the place.
Reminds me of my mom, the one who raised me anyway.
She passed away, didn't she? Judging by your expression, she must have been pretty special.
She was. More than I can say. She took me in when I'd been abandoned. Taught me how to live. We weren't blood related, but she was my mom. No doubt about it.
I'm sure wherever she is now, she's very happy to hear you say that.
Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to ask you something. It's been on my mind for a while now. About your real name? Your mom gave it to you, right? Where does it come from? I've never heard anything like it before.
Look up. No, a little more to the left. See that bright star over there?
Bright star to the left? Which one? There are thousands of stars up there, and they're all bright.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter if you find it or not. Anyway, it's that star's ancient name. The white star that the goddess herself made into a disciple. My mother is a devout follower of Seros. But I know it's a pretty ostentatious name for a penniless kid.
I don't think so. It just shows how much you mean to her.
Yeah. Well, I do like it. She gave it to me after all. I'm not sure how much of the scriptures she really understands, but knowing her, I'm certain she put a lot of consideration into my name.
Then, doesn't it seem like kind of a waste not to use it? What with how much thought she put into it?
I've used many names, and each one comes with its own mask. But when I hear my real name, all those facades fall away. The only people who can call me that are those who are truly special to me. Immediate family, or someone just as important. Which means that if you're so intent on using my name, you'd better
Damn,
be
he's in
your
there.
life by my side.
The rest of my life, huh? Okay, I'll think about it.
The look on your face right now, it's priceless. Regardless, it does make me happy to hear that you like my name. And if you ever decide you're up for it, let me know, okay? I'll think it over too, just in case.
Honestly, it's not good. This needed a B rank to pad this out. C rank needed polishing in Yuri's reaction. You needed a B rank to pad it out. But this has the foundation of being a good support. That's not terrible. You know what? I think they've got a groundwork. It's like it's a rough diamond right now. You know, you gotta polish that one up. I could have seen that being pretty damn good. Next name would be Regulus. Yeah.
There you are, Marianne. I've been searching the entire base for you.
I didn't know that. It's cool. I was assuming that maybe it would have been a real star, but you know.
This is what's wrong. Where do you think you're going at this hour? You know, I've been worried this whole time that you might actually leave like you said you would.
Yeah, if Shez hadn't said it, that would have been better because then you'd have to just guess. If he didn't say Reg in the beginning, you know? Like then that would be theorizing. Like we have a hint towards his name, but now we just know it. Like I said, it could be better.
Oh no, I'm just walking my horse. I have him tied to the tree over there.
I just can't believe you'd ever think of... Wait, what? You're walking a horse?
We got a late start, but I always take him out on certain days.
Right then. It seems I worried for nothing.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
There's no need to apologize. I'm just glad my worries turned out to be unfair.
And again, Scion, trust me when I say I understand your pain of knowing his name more than most others would.
But why are you so worried about me?
Actually, let me ask you a question. Could you turn a blind eye to a friend who says she'll be gone soon, and then can't be found anywhere?
The fact is, I have no worth to anyone here, so...
Okay, knock that off. You've got plenty of worth. For one, there are things you can do that even I can't. In fact, this seems like a perfect chance to show you exactly why I was glaring at you that one day.
Horse.
Yuri, is something wrong with
You have a horse model, just have him standing next to it.
So, your name's Dorte, hmm? That's a lovely coat you have there. I see someone has groomed you to...
Are you alright? Are you better now? What happened?
Isn't it obvious? That sort of thing always happens whenever I get too close to horses or cats. And when the sneeze approaches, my eyes narrow reflexively. That's probably why it looked like I was glaring at you. Luckily, it's mostly just sniffles, so I don't go out of my way to tell people about it. Still, I probably should have told you from the start. Apologies
My
for
man.
the wrong idea, Marianne.
No, it's alright. It's really my fault for jumping to conclusions, and I'm sorry you had to pet my horse.
The next time you say sorry, I'm going to glare at you for...
Oh, would you mind if I tried some detoxifying magic on you?
Hey, can you imagine if you just had magic that'd be like, oh shit, you're gonna waggle my wand. Now your eyes work and you don't need glasses anymore.
I'm not certain it will have any effect, but it may temporarily alleviate your symptoms.
Skedaddle skadoodle, your glasses work now. Skedaddle skadoodle, you don't have allergies anymore.
Detoxifying, hmm? You know, if this works, it may help one of my
Skedaddle
lifelong dreams
skadoodle, your
come
dick
true.
is no longer a noodle.
What?
If your magic lasts longer than 3 hours, please contact your local mage.
Most certainly. I'd love to go on a long trail ride, or pet a room full of friendly cats all afternoon.
This is very stupid, yes.
I'm sorry, Yuri. I'm just so surprised.
These two are gonna be the ones who end
Those
up
are
getting together.
truly wonderful dreams
It's gonna be
to
very
have.
stupid.
And I would love to help you achieve them if I can.
I swear to God, this game better at least have, like, ending slides. If there's no marriage, come on.
I'd be glad to take you up on that
This is
offer.
modern Fire Emblem
Do you see now why I
standards.
said you aren't worthless? Now let's do this, Marianne. Hit me with the most powerful magic you've got.
Ah, Scion, you know exactly what that face implies. You're being a snarky little shitheel, and I don't like that. Oh, it's almost like this game can't get any worse. Oh man, what's the fucking point? The gameplay, the Warriors isn't good, and the Fire Emblem's not good. What's the fucking point? Touch you. It's hot as shit, man. Am I honest? Can I just, it's like fucking noon and it's only just gonna get hotter. I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm at my fucking limit. I need to turn on more fans. I don't have an air conditioner, I only have fans. The problem is though, is I need to have my Switch plugged in, as the Switch generates heat, and it is taking up a plug-in slot for one of my fans. I think I'm gonna call it right now so I don't burn to death. Yawning too. Whatever, we made good progress. 2.5 hours is not bad. If only my fucking fire alarm hadn't gone off, I would've got another 30 minutes out of it. But either way, I hope you all have enjoyed. Hope you have a good rest of your day. It's hot and I'm sad. Whatever, man. It don't matter. None of this matters.